Good afternoon and welcome to another live stream session of Farming Simulator on Yosho Gaming. We are standing next to our field on our multi-server here and it's raining. Fortunately, it's in late spring, so we don't have to worry about not being able to harvest. We can still do some stuff. When I first hopped on the server just a few minutes ago, there wasn't any contracts whatsoever, and I was thinking this was going to be a horrible session. But now that I have loaded everything, we're actually looking pretty good. We got quite a few contracts that we can work on today because there really isn't a whole lot that we can do. Outside of that, we'll check our field, see if maybe we can fertilize. If we can't fertilize, looks like I got some weeds over here that we can kind of take care of. But outside of that, it's basically just going to be a contract working day. I am running into a little slight technical issue though. My multi-chat is not wanting to load correctly. So seeing some of the chats from some of the different stream feeds may not be possible. So if I don't respond to you, I apologize. Also, we'll go ahead and start heading back up to the store here while I explain another issue. If you notice, my schedule's got some question marks on the time. That's because I'm a high school teacher and our school has decided to call us back to work for this week starting tomorrow. We have some stuff that we have to do, I guess, getting ready for the close of the school year. So we're still doing remote teaching, but I'm not sure what time we're getting off, what's going on, so I didn't want to advertise any times and then not be able to hold up to that time. So as soon as I know what my next broadcast time will be, I will definitely update it. I'll get it listed, and for those of you that are following, so that way you know when the next stream will be and what's going on. So I'm sorry for the uncertainty at the present moment, but it'll all work out. As far as I know, it's just for this week. If I need to go to a later time in the day, I'll try to do that as well. But we'll see what happens. So first things first, let's go ahead and park our Unimog. And again, I'm the only one on the server today, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, before we get started, let me check on that chat window again real quick just to see if I can get it to work. Give me just one quick second here. Nope. Looks like it's still causing some issues, so we'll just we'll make it work as we go. I do have the ability to see the Twitch chat stream. Unfortunately, I can't see the Facebook or the YouTube at the present moment, unless the chat box in-game will show it. But we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see what kind of contracts we got going on here. Our probably first thing I need to do is I need to check my field, and let's see how it looks. Alright, if you notice, we got some growing, and somehow accidentally went over on the edge of our field from 32, so I have a nice little strip there of, what is that? Of oats growing in my sugar beets. So I don't know what happened there. Didn't get a chance to cultivate it before we planted the next one, so we're kind of stuck with it for now. So let's see here. We might be able to fertilize a little bit. I'll have to try it and see. We can definitely weed. We got a couple patches that we can weed real quick. And so let's go ahead and see what we got in our arsenal. I don't even know if we have a sprayer, to be honest. Let's find out. Some of our equipment is very limited because we are still just starting. Nope, we do not have a sprayer. Well, let's see how much one of them costs. Crop protection, 30,000. Man, everything is just too expensive in this game. Let's see here. So 30,000 for that one. With a tank on the front. So it'd be 38. Let's see, how wide is this one? 21. You could go 24, have 22,000 liters, or 2,200 liters. It'd be 13 and 15. So this one would carry more. And this one I would need a weight on the front. Here I wouldn't. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see how bad our loan is right now. We got some room on it, so let's go ahead and we'll borrow a little bit here. So that way we can make a quick purchase here. Hopefully we'll make a little bit of money today. We'll be able to pay this back. Let's see, we may have to go ahead and borrow a little bit more. So that way we can buy some fertilizer and some spray. So I wonder if our Unimog can handle this. Let's find out. Go ahead and park our weight over here. Oh, you know, if I put it down, huh? Still trying to get used to this heavy equipment bundle that I picked up. I do like it. I like it a lot. Makes driving a lot easier. But I'm still not keen on the pedals. So just have to get used to that. Alright, I think we're going to be alright. Unimog should be able to handle this. So let's get us some fertilizer real quick. Actually, let's hit up some pesticide first. Get a tank of pesticide. Or herbicide. Should be enough to cover our 2 fields. All right, let's go take care of these things real quick here. Playing around on another map on Friday. It's really nice. Probably see a time lapse on it. We may even put it on our multiplayer server when we're done playing with this one. Granted, that's going to be a good ways away, 'cause we just started this one. We've only made it through 1 year, and this is our second spring that we're just now getting into. So I don't see us stopping this server anytime soon. But I do see it coming in a future time-lapse series, probably. That just goes to show you how much I like the map. All right. Let's see here. All right, so that's the button. I gotta learn where some of these buttons are at on some of this. I'll try the multi-chat window here again a little bit, and hopefully it'll be working. I know I do have a few Facebook watchers, and currently I can't really communicate with you too well. So I've heard some mixed reviews on this. Some say that it's good to blanket spray this herbicide and it should prevent weeds from coming up. I've heard some say that you could spray it and then weeds will still show up. What's your experience with this? Let me know in the comments. Maybe even start a conversation based on it. We'll see if we can conclude. I haven't done the research on it personally myself. I just noticed some people talking about it here and there. Now this is with the Seasons mod. Do remember that. We do have the Seasons mod applied to this. So that does change things a little bit. Just got through filming a episode of on my time lapse season or series there this morning, and it is definitely a challenge. I thought the server here was on hardcore mode, but that time lapse is rough. I'm starting basically running a lot of the same mods we got on this one. The only issue is I'm not allowed to have any loans in the time lapse, and start with no land, no equipment except for the one little nasty colored car, and trying to survive. I'm episode 4. Don't want to give away too much of it, but needless to say, it's more contracts. Love contracts, more and more contracts apparently. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it. So just a little worried about the series, and hopefully people don't lose hope in it. So far it's 3 episodes of nothing but working contracts, but you start with absolutely nothing and you're not allowed to get any loans. Makes things a little bit slower and a little more difficult, especially when you're playing with seasons on top of that. So I just got all the cards stacked against me on that one. Oh, got a little bit of a lag there. Hopefully these fields will yield us a really good harvest. We'll be able to get us another plot of land. Don't know if we're gonna go, we'll probably go with some trees or something along those lines, so that way we can get our cycle started. Try to get a plot of trees for every year set up, so that way we can cover the 5-year growth time that it takes for trees with seasons. Yes, it takes 5 years in game to get trees to grow fully mature. You can cut them down after 2 years, but 5 years yields you the maximum. So if we have 5 different plots of land and we cut each plot each year and replant each year, then theoretically that should give us some decent income, because trees actually do pretty well when it comes to money, especially if you got the right equipment and you cut them the right length. My buddy Alex that plays with me in my farm here, he is a master at cutting down trees. Not sure how he's able to be so good, because I still struggle with them stupid machines when it comes to the arms and everything. He's actually pretty quick at it. right, let's get this thing folded up. Let's see if we got a contract while we have herbicide in here that we can just go ahead and head straight over to go take care of. Herbicide, hey, look at that. Field 37 needs some. Field 52 needs some herbicide. You know, let's go ahead and see 52 and 37. Let's see if we can find where those are at. 52 and 37. 37's right there. 52's right there. All right, well, let's go take care of those real quick so we don't have to unload this. I think 37 came up first, right? Yep. Let's do that one. And I'm just going to accept the contract. I'm not going to worry about borrowing so we can get our full amount this time around. Going to go to field 37. And away we go. Looking like we do need to stop by and get some gas on the way. We are getting a little bit low. Well, one good thing about the rain, I don't have to wash my truck. My little Unimog here was getting pretty dirty. Looks like this rain is taking care of most of it for me. Oh, okay, so another little lag there. Noticed that about our server here lately. It's been having some lag. May have to do a restart this evening on it. All right. Yeah, I would say this field needs to be de-weeded. It is looking pretty rough. Let's see if we can get this sprayer opened up and see if we can get this process started. I'll run into the barn first. Last time I was streaming live, I had a gentleman invite me to their multi-server, and I haven't fully got set up on it yet, but he was saying that I could do some streaming on it if I wanted to, and He's on the map No Man's Land, which is a map that I really haven't had a chance to play around on yet. But kind of looking forward to it. Probably have some of these farming simulator episodes probably be on there as well. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate the follow there. And so we'll probably have some No Man's Land map coming up here soon, hopefully. Like I said, for those of you that are just joining, this week is, my schedule's a little bit up in the air due to my day job. With the COVID stuff going on, it makes it, things are a little bit uncertain with that, but I will try to stay as close to my original schedule from 3 to 5 Central Time as possible. Not sure if I'm going to get off before 3 o'clock or not, so just going to kind of play it by ear and make sure you follow so that way you'll know when I am able to go live. And who knows, may have to actually do a schedule change to, if this right here is something that's going to keep going on. I've been fortunate and been able to work from home mostly. As I finish this field, I'll check on the multi-chat to see if it's up and running yet. I was having some technical issues with it earlier and wasn't even loading. Multi-chat lets me be able to see all the chats from the different streams. Currently streaming on 4 different platforms right now: Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So trying to watch all 4 individual chats, it's near impossible while you're still playing. All right, contract's done. And the beauty of Magical Farming Simulator is, as soon as you turn in the contract, actually, you know what, we'll turn around, we'll show it. As soon as we turn in the contract, whatever little bit is left of the field will automatically be done, or it should be. That's what I've seen before, so we'll see. Hey, look at there, magically done. What do you know? All right, so let's do the other one that we seen, field 52. If I remember correctly, yep, 52, right down the road from us. Let's go ahead and accept that one, since we already have the herbicide loaded in the tractor. And yes, I used my blinker. This car is going a lot slower than I thought it was. I believe 52 was our field, wasn't it? Let me double check that real quick. 52, yep, that is our field. Let's go ahead and sprayer ready. Hopefully 500 liters is enough to do this field. We'll find out. Possibly going to a later time of streaming may be better. It seems like a lot of my friends that were on the server with me. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate it. A lot of my friends that were on the server playing with me are starting to go back to work a little more. They haven't been able to hop on whenever I've been streaming. So if we have to swap to a later time, that may actually work out in our favor as far as having them join us. So we definitely have some fun when we're on here sometimes. Yeah, this past winter, ran into an issue in the game. Found out that if you leave the cover off of your storage bin, say like my Unimog here, and it snows, the snow will fill up your storage, and you won't be able to put anything in it. Makes sense. I mean, realistic, right? So if you're playing with Seasons and you have a trailer, make sure you put a cover on it. The Seasons gives a reason for having a cover. Prior to that, all it was really was for show. I mean, what was the point in having a cover on your trailer? Well, now there is a point. Another thing that I love about the Seasons mod, well, I just scratched his paint job. Another reason I like the Seasons mod is it gives well, it's not really Seasons on this one, it's the REA mod. You notice right there next to the herbicide tank in our HUD, it says motor load and slip. That's a mod called REA, and it adds some slippage and the motor load in it to try to simulate real life in a sense, to the best of its abilities. If you were to drive a car or a truck out, all right, that's enough on this one, out onto a freshly plowed field, that car is going to sink, or that truck is going to sink into the field, and you're going to get stuck. You're going to have to get someone else to come push you or pull you out of the field, because your slip will just reach 100%, and there's not going to be a whole lot that you can do about it. So it's a really neat system. I like it because now tractors have a reason for having weighted tires, other than just picking up the rear end of your truck. Also, you have a reason for having dual tires or extra wide tires. Prior to this mod, there was no reason for having them. I mean, if you had it, it just looked cool. Now, you need the extra wide tires and the weighted tires to be able to actually move through the fields now, to give you the traction that you need. So it's a really interesting mod. It can be annoying at times, especially with this Unimog, because when you think about it, Unimog has a little bitty tires. I get into a field and I don't have that surface area that tractor tires do. So it makes it challenging sometimes, and I have to go borrow one of my other farmer friends' tractors sometimes. All right, we're coming out here to just kind of dump our bit of lettuce. I bet you the Unimog's not going to let us do it. That is one issue with the Unimog. The storage bin on the back of it causes lots of conflicts. So we're gonna have to drop this, pull up a little bit. Drop this one. We're gonna borrow a friend's tractor real quick. And we do have the manual attach set up, and it doesn't auto raise either. So lots of different little mods here that makes the game a lot harder. We're running 9-day seasons. Alright, let's see if we can put it in the yard and don't remember which button this was that does it. We're gonna see here. Maybe it will update. There we go. Select tool, unfold, turn on. Nope, it's not showing up. Alright, so what we'll do then, do it that way. Alright. And then we'll bring this back over here, drop it off. So, note to self, if you ever get the Unimog mod, the tank on the back of the truck, or the Unimog, whoops, does cause some conflicting issues with loading and unloading implements and other attachments. So, don't rely on it being your only tractor, because it definitely has some issues when it comes to that. One advantage though is, like, if you can run a little seeder or a planter off of it, the container is close enough to be used as a refill implement. So you can put seeds inside of here, run your seeder in the back, and you are set. You will have this plethora of seeds because that container can hold 3,500 liters on top of what your seeder or planter is holding. So you don't have to worry about that as much. Poles are immovable objects. All right. Let's run over here and get the forklift so we can move that stuff out of the way. Alright, I wonder how this is going to work here. I'm actually getting to use the joystick on the heavy equipment mod. Or bundle. Let's see, this is herbicide. Go ahead and put it over here. Ooh, that may have been a bad move. See my slip just went up tremendously. Gonna get the camera to move around here. Come on, let go. Thank you. All right. Oh, don't you get stuck. Come on. Get out of the grass. Note to self. Never drive this thing off a pavement again. It's too heavy. All right. So we have tons of, collect our money on that one. Oh, look at that. A new weeding contract just popped up. Go figure. Oh, well. We have tons of fertilizer jobs. So let's start with, I guess, field number 1, which is way over there. And so we have a liquid sprayer, so we're going to go with liquid fertilizer. Actually, I would probably prefer to go solid fertilizer than liquid, just because I can store it in our silo, which we do have one of those. We're just gonna have to go pick it up. Let's take and drop this off here. Drop it down. Disconnect. Maybe. There we go. All right, let's go get our dry fertilizer sprayer, which I think is down here. There it is. And there is no teleport if you haven't noticed. There is no swapping between vehicles. You can't tab between them. So everything, you have to walk there or you have to drive there. Now we do have the passenger mod on. So that makes, if somebody's on with you, that makes it a little easier. But if you notice, that's why there's vehicles at the store, because the store is the spawn point. So when you do log, whoop, 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 pay attention to what you're doing. when you do log on, you log in at the store, and you need some type of vehicle there to ride in, or you're going to be walking. So just before you log out, you just remember to, it's kind of like going home, so to speak. So you head back to the store and log out. We did have the save position mod on, and it works really well single player, but it does not work multiplayer, unfortunately. So you are stuck with that. Alex was cutting down some trees over here. I have to get with him and find out what he was planning on doing there. We got a higher max speed. We got the mod that limits your max speed to whatever you have your cruise set at. Makes everyday driving around a little bit easier. I just forget to turn it back up sometimes. Stupid camera. All right, looks like we still have some fertilizer in it. Awesome. I wonder if I put fertilizer in my main tank truck, would that count? I may have to try that later. All right, so I think the contract was for field number 1, right? Yep, so we're going to accept the contract. And we are going to head to field number 1. I do want to check on that multi-chat real quick, though. See if I can get it to, or unified chat. See if I can get it to load for me here. Nope, looks like it is still throwing an error and causing some issues. So I do apologize for that. Let me check one more thing real quick here. Just 1 minute. Bear with me, guys. All right. We'll try to check on the chat real quick here on Facebook to make sure. Yes, it is like real farming, Charles. Sorry, I'm just now getting around to where I can see the chat on Facebook here. My apologies. See if I can get this to reload one more time here. There we go. All right. Okay, I think we're doing all right now. I've got the Facebook chat up and running for us. Make life a little bit easier. Seems to be the place that I get most of my feedback from right now. Whoa. This thing gets a little squirrely. One, I have extra weight on the back and not on the front, so causes some issues there. Better get me a weight for the front. Let's see, I think all I have is the big weight. Let me double check that real quick. Garage. Yeah, all I got's the big weight. Right. Alright, let's see if we can pick up our weight. Hopefully it won't be too much. If it is, we can get one of the smaller ones pretty cheap. Now, we were supposed to pick up some gas too. Put a bit of a speed limit on this thing. Some of these roads, it makes it a little hard to manage sometimes. Whoop. Yeah, that lag will really mess with you sometimes, especially if you're in the middle of a turn like that. You'll end up overcompensating or something, causing issues there. Alright, let's see. Where did I put my weight at? I know it's floating around here somewhere. I think that's it right there. Oh, wrong button. All right, field number 1 we go. This fertilizer spreader is a little bit small for this field, but we have time. We don't have anything else that we really can do on the server right now other than fertilize jobs. So we're just gonna make this one work. And whoa, can't go around that thing now. Ever played any farming simulator, the cars or the traffic are considered immovable objects, kind of like trees and fence posts and things like that. They do not move, period. You could weigh a few more tons than them and they're gonna stay planted and you're gonna go flying. It is definitely mildly annoying, but that's the way it is. Alright, we have arrived. So let's see here. So, I'm not quite sure how far this thing sprays out. We're about to find out. Pretty far. Just think, this is one of the small ones. This may not be enough fertilizer to get this whole field, but we're going to get what we can out of it and then go get more if we have to. The advantage of using the dry over the wet is we have a silo that pretty much holds everything. So, except for the wet stuff, it'll hold anything pretty much dry. So, whatever excess we have, we can go dump in our silo, and the silo will hold it for us. This road came over here. Actually kind of nice. Excuse me. I missed a little spot, but I'm not too worried about it with it being a contract, because remember earlier when we were spraying the herbicide, it magically finishes in any spots that you slightly miss as long as you get that percentage done. The percentage is right here. See how it says 52%? Yep. As long as you get majority of it, you'll be all right. Also helps if you hit the right button. try to get a nice game for Friday's cast or live stream. We'll see what happens there. Let's say what it is just yet, but try to let it be a surprise, I guess. That is, if I'm able to get it. It is a game that I do not own, so I will have to purchase it. Looks kind of promising, but we'll see what happens with Friday being the wild card. Who knows? May actually be a lot of fun. There we go. All right, let's see what the next field is before we leave this area. We may be able to find one a little bit closer. Let's see what we got. What's up here near us? Got seen a field 6. Could possibly just head straight over here to 6. Let's see what we got. Field 6 is right here. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit up field 6 while we're at it. Hop across real quick. Yay. Well, this one's going to be fun. Let's see here. One, it's going to be kind of hard to tell if the ground is been fertilized or not. So if you notice, when you fertilize something in this game, the dirt gets darker. So when the plants get up to a certain age, similar to this one, I mean, we should still be able to see it. It might be a little more. Okay, yeah, we'll be able to see it. All right. We'll just have to make sure we look for it. That's why I like to try to fertilize early on my crops before they start growing too much. Now, there is 3 stages of fertilize if you're not familiar with farming sim and with seasons. So you do have to fertilize multiple times. Now, one thing I do want to point out, if you didn't notice, we didn't buy any fertilizer when we started these jobs. Now, we did have to buy some herbicide, but these jobs have been pretty much 100% profit. This right here was some fertilizer left over from another job that we have, or doing some of our own fields. I don't remember exactly. It's been a little bit since we used it. So anytime that you can save fertilizer or anything, make sure you empty it out of your implement if you borrowed the items, because you still have to buy your own fertilizer and herbicide to do these contracts. They normally pay a little bit better because it offsets the cost of the herbicide or the fertilizer, but you do have to have the money up front, so you don't get the money prior to, so you can buy your stuff. Now you can see our dark line there on the left side of our truck, our Unimog, and that's kind of what I'm running off of, is that line. These plants are not too tall, but they do get to the point to where they will cover the ground to where you can't tell what the ground looks like. When something like that happens, you have to run. Now, let me get through the slide here, and I'll show you a little trick on those. First, you gotta have your cruise set, or it'll stop driving. You can get on a decent straightaway, so we don't end up driving off into oblivion. And remember, you are looking for really dark color. It's gonna look, I guess you could say, kind of wet, even though it is raining, so the dirt should always look this way when it's raining. But I guess it's a way of them letting us know what stage the fertilizer, or if you've sprayed something, is. Alright, so say your crop has grown too much, but yet still able to be fertilized. So one thing you would do is you would go to your map, and you see how you have your fertilized here. So if you're, typically you would look at this map, or the growth part. So you have to hit the next arrow over to see your fertilized levels. And you can see the areas that we have fertilized already. So one thing that I like to do if I can't see it is, like I said, you gotta have your cruise control set, go ahead and turn on your sprayer, and you can sit here and kind of spam escape, kind of see where you're at as you're doing this. Now if you notice, if I keep driving, it's not a live update. It only updates when it loads the map. So you will have to close it and refresh it to get a more accurate reading. So here, I think I totally missed this. I think I did. Yeah, see, I missed that whole corner right there. But that should be alright, because I don't have much left to spray here. And I mean that literally. I do not have much left to spray. I'm just about out of fertilizer. Hey, look at there. Just in time. So as you can see, you just need majority of the field to accomplish the quest or the contracts. All right. Collect. Yay, we got paid. Ah. All right, let's see. What do we think our next field should be? Let's see here. Like I said, we really don't have a whole lot going on the server right now, just because we're kind of in limbo yet again. It seems to be happening a lot. Field 36. Let's check that one out. 33, 30, 4 through 5, 36. 36 is a weird shaped field. I have worked this field I don't know how many times now. So let's go check it out. I'll go ahead and head back to the shop first. Well, that would have been a nice little drive. I would have liked it from here. We need to get some more fertilizer. And we're definitely going to need to get some gas, because we are starting to get low. All right. Big bags. Gonna head on down to the fertilizer bag. And we're probably gonna buy a good 3 or 4 of them. 3 of them should be good for now. I'm going this route so that way it'll fill up my implement before we'll fill up my Unimog. Yay. Alright, so we were heading to field what again? 36. North. Need to get some gas along the way. Alright. Ah, don't hit me. Yeah, that would have been a ticket. Oh, that was my gas station. Anybody coming? Nope. I will tell you right now, this is one of the weirdest gas stations I've ever seen. All right. want to, man, I cannot drive this morning, or this afternoon. I want to, take that scenic route anyway, since I was heading this way. Totally awesome. All right. I normally end up coming in from the southern way there from Field 37. I never drove through the woods there, so wanted to check it out. Hey, look at there. We have arrived. All right. Let's see. How much longer we got to deal with this rain, I wonder. Our seasons map, weather forecast. Looks like it isn't going to quit raining till 12 o'clock server time. And from the looks of it, we have no drying potential whatsoever. And then it's going to rain again at 2100. And more rain and more rain. So, yay. Check on our chickens here real quick. Make sure our chickens are okay. Alright, we're doing okay. We'll probably have to send some food their way before too long. But we'll come back to that a little bit later. All right. Our first year harvest, we harvested some wheat. Chickens eat wheat. We didn't sell it. We put it in our silo, and we've been running off of that pretty much 24/7. We didn't plant any wheat this game year because I believe we should have enough. And before we close out today, we'll go check that out and see what it looks like. If not, then that means we are going to have to buy some either wheat or barley or actual chicken feed so our chickens can survive. We got egg-laying chickens, so hopefully we'll make some money on these chickens laying some eggs. Eggs sell pretty good. The only issue is it takes forever to get them. Just trying to go oversteering a little bit. Be alright though. So this is one of them weird shaped fields. Got another lag spike. Like I said, it's been happening a lot on our server here lately. I think it's definitely time for a restart. Facebook feed had some issues there. Apologize for that. Hopefully that squared itself away. Yeah, one thing about my time lapse too, I'm taking it a step further. I'm actually doing a slight little bit of like a role play, and if you pay attention to some of it, you'll see my character in the game, the farmer himself, makes comments in each post, or you know, I guess you could say some type of like what I would think that he's feeling like. So with that being the case, I try to complete the entire field instead of just stopping when the instead of stopping whenever the field is complete. I've been taking and
Yeah, that would have been a...
sorry about that. Having some issues here. Technical issues. Well, we're just going to go ahead and press on here. There we go. Let's see. Our next contract is going to be field 29, which is... the guys on the server are going to be a little upset if I finish them all. So it'll probably be our last one, and then we're going to check on our chickens and see how it goes. So 29, right there in the middle of town. Away we go. Coming up on 29 here. Right. Go. Not accept the contract. Nope, we did not accept the contract. That would explain why. Well, now I can do it. Those of you that are tuned in about halfway through or whatever, my schedule this week is a little bit up in the air. That's why you're seeing the question marks on the times up at the top of the screen there for my schedule ticker. I'm going to try to stick to my original schedule of 3 to 5 Central Standard Time in the afternoon, but I don't want to commit to a time and then due to work not being able to uphold it. I don't want to let you guys down for those of you that are watching on a regular basis. So just make sure you like, you follow, whatever you need to do to get the notifications, and I will try to stay as close as I can to 3 to 5, maybe a little bit later. Me and my family, we normally eat dinner around 5:30, so it may be a little bit later after that. We'll try to stream every day, Monday through Friday. So just keep posted, and hopefully we don't see any interruptions in the schedule. I just didn't feel comfortable leaving it like it was, just in the event that I couldn't uphold it. So just bear with me this week. Things should be back to normal come next week. From what I understand, we're having a meeting tomorrow when I go into work to see what's going on. But from what I understand, it's just for this week. Tell you one thing that's interesting. I started doing the time lapse, and be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours of gameplay just to get a rough 30-minute video on top of streaming every day and trying to manage other things around the house. I was actually surprised at how much work it actually does take to get these time-lapse videos going. Takes a lot more than I originally thought it did. Kind of wanting to get a second season going, or series going, but I don't think it's going to happen with the amount of time that it takes to make just the one. And as it stands right now, I've been posting about 3 a week. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. All right, so let's got about 30 minutes left, so let's go check on our chickens. See if we can get them some more food. It's looking like they're going to use 9,000 liters a year. Also, another thing is, I don't think we have the egg pallet there. We do have the mod, but I don't think we have the egg pallet sitting on our spot, and I don't even think we've even bought one, to be honest. Whoa, watch traffic. So I need to look and see if we can pick one up, how much they are. And we almost made enough to pay off that sprayer. close. Got the trailer was over here. So let's stop here for a second. Let's check this out. See what we got as far as the egg pallet. Let's see. Trying to remember where it was at. Maybe miscellaneous, I think. Maybe not. All right. I don't think it was in egg pen or in the pens here, but we're gonna. Let's see, the water pump is in here, so. Nope, egg pallet's not in here either. I do believe we added the egg pallet to the server. Didn't mean to go all the way out. So, animals maybe. Nope. Ah, what do you know? Under pallets. Who'd have thought? I should have thought about that a little more. $1,000 for an egg pallet. That sounds wonderfully priced. All right, let's go ahead and get one. All right, so let's see. How are we going to get the egg pallet to our farm? Let's go ahead and drop this off for right now. Let's see if we can modify our truck here. And put the flatbed on the back and see if that forklift will put it on the back. When we get there, not quite sure how we're going to take it off, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Let's go to customize. We're going to change this to the Bell Transport. Free because we've purchased it before. I forgot about the weight on the front. Yeah, we definitely need to dump that thing. No, we don't need that. Oh, I'm just gonna put that thing right up here. Truck right here. Grab the forklift. We got our camera to work with us here. Maybe I can load it sideways. We'll see what happens here. Camera work with me here. Ah, that's our issue. Sometimes some of this stuff does not want to let go like it's supposed to. See what I mean? That should theoretically come sliding right off. So let's do one of these numbers. Hop in the Unimog. Let's strap this bad boy down. See if it'll let me pull out while it's strapped. Look at there. More than one way to skin a cat. I'm gonna unstrap it, strap it back, and hopefully we'll be able to get this thing off of here later. Yeah. It's a little bit easier on some of these turns if I go ahead and hop in first person with the steering wheel. Alright, that is one of our silos there. Pretty much we own all this land on the left hand side right here up until that last tree right there. It's all the land that the hen farm owns. Then our farm area, which we still have yet to buy the land. You can still use everything in it. It's the place that you can go to set the sleep timer to let you sleep through the night. Fast forward time is right here. We can do animals and we can do everything on it. It's just anything that deals with the land we're not able to do until we actually buy the land. So like if we were to put cows in here and the feed area has to be cleaned, well, you can't do anything with it because you don't own the land, so you can't clean it. So you can't really do cows until we are able to purchase the land. Alright, looks like we got a couple of cases. I wonder. Let me go outside of the vehicle here. Okay. To take the straps off, and I believe that we can tip this. Maybe not. Looks like the pallet stays. Wow, this is awesome. Okay. Let's try one more thing then. So strap her down. Change the tip side to right. Watch, it's gonna dump this thing all the way over. I have a feeling. Alright, here we go. We're going to do not have access to this land, huh? Alright, so it looks like we are going to need a forklift to get this thing off of here. So, let's go ahead and head back here. I got plan B. They'll let me put my container back on the back of this thing again. Put some weed in it. Feed the chickens. Shortcut through the grass field up here. Go through somebody's backyard. All right. Right here. How this works. Nope, that doesn't go that way. That doesn't go that way. That's up and down. Does that rotate it? Nope. Alright, trying to learn what the buttons do here. Joystick knob. May have to do some more modifying here. Yeah, gonna have to use mouse on this one. I'm gonna need my controls up again. Nope. Alright, This one right here will turn. Whoop. Never been the best at this, but I will make it work. Come on. Come on, pallet. Oh, oh well. Or shake it off. One of the two. There we go. All right. Oop. See how well this thing handles a trip out to my farm. Seems like it moves pretty quick. Until you go off road. This is not our forklift. This is farm Tree Be Gone. That's on the server. And I think it's Alex's tax write-off company. They are really good at demolishing trees and taking care of those. Make that turn a little bit better. There we go. It is a little weird that the front end, the whole front end turns, like the turning point is in the middle of the vehicle. It takes some getting used to. We got a Case tractor that's like that on here. One of the big ones. On our last server I was running it, and it took some getting used to learn how to drive it. Now you learn how to drive it all over again now that I have a steering wheel. All this work just to get a crate over here for the eggs. Well, the thing is, if you don't put this thing down, then if you didn't notice, the eggs come in as individual boxes. Well, that makes it where you have to pick up each individual box by hand and put them in your truck or trailer or bin or whatever. The cool thing about this is this loads them all into a pallet. So you can pick up a whole bunch of them at one time. From what I remember, all it takes is this pallet just has to be in this spot. And the eggs will now go into that pallet. I wonder if it'll let me pick them up and put them in the pallet, maybe. Nope. Alright, so if they're not put into the pallet by the game itself, then no, we cannot put them in here. So we will just sit them on top for now. When this thing gets full, we can go sell them, take those by hand and go sell them. Alright, let's go take this thing back. Let's put our bin back on top of our Unimog. Grab some food. Put it in, there goes another pole. Some food in the bin, go dump it, and we will call it a day. I wonder if this thing can handle the grass field. Let's find out. Hopefully we don't get stuck. Then I have to explain to Alex why his Tree Be Gone forklift got stuck. So far so good. As long as that slip stays down, we'll be okay. Got some pretty big tires on this thing though, so it shouldn't be an issue. And this thing does not move very fast in the grass. All right. Shut her down. Grab her truck. Put her bed or tank back on it. Container, whatever you want to call it. With the cover. All right. Now time to go feed some chickens. Excuse me. I really like these dirt roads. Whoever designed this map and made them, they did a very good job. Very well made. All right, almost there. Whoop. And then we plow into a tree. That is awesome. Great way to end the video, huh? All right, let's go ahead and get this cover off. Let's get in here. Start filling it up with some wheat. Right. Tip side right. Here. Dump the wheat in. Right. Cover back on so it doesn't get any wet, which that's not a game mechanic, but yeah, makes it look cool. Let's go back to our silo and get it loaded back in after we hit another hole. Tip out the back. Then let's see, how much do we have in storage right now? 14,000. Yeah, we'll be plenty. They only eat 9,000 a year, so we still have plenty of wheat to last us another year. Since we did not plant any food for them this year, had a feeling that we had plenty. Should be all right. All right, well, thanks for joining us today. Really hope you guys enjoyed watching us run a whole bunch of contracts. I mean, what could be better than that, right? But just stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. That way you can see what's coming up next, because this week is going to be a little out of whack, not our normal schedule. But just stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have something on here every day for everyone. Have a good one.